Hey guys, welcome to another episode of The Aspiring Entrepreneur. I'm your host, Hamza Chowdhury, and thank you for joining me today and discussing the Apple stock and its recent price action today on Monday. Before I get into the video, I'd like to ask a favor of you if you'd be so kind to like and subscribe to the channel and share it with your friends and family. We're a channel, we actually don't sell you anything. I don't sell you any programs. I don't sell any advice. Everything on the channel is absolutely free. So we count on support from people like you by subscribing to the channel. I appreciate it. And so let's just jump right in. So as I'm sort of diving into this, by the way, Apple is selling off in after hours. For whatever reason, it's down to 116. So there might be some news while I'm recording this video. Everything is live, so it's not edited. So today is October 5th, and we had discussed in our previous videos that we have this on our daily chart here. And by the way, I use a platform called TradingView. There's a link below if you'd like to join. And so we discussed this line that we established in the first half of September was acting as support, and then the second half was acting sort of as resistance. And then lately we've been finding a lot of support on this line. And we had on Friday, we had just quite a number of trading opportunities at this region. We talked about how at opening, right, we had bounced off of the 112.60 line, which is this blue line here. And then we talked about how we got involved. So I sold a bunch of calls and rebought some, and then I ended up selling them today. So just a handful of great opportunities out there. And what I'd like to do is sort of, and by the way, literally Apple is selling off after hours. So we are seeing a actually 60-cent drop here. Somebody just dumping some shares. Again, there might be some news, and I haven't caught that. So seeing the live feed here. But anyways, we established this wedge that I created. And the reason why I created this wedge is I just wanted to sort of analyze the lower lows that we made recently. And we never actually tested any lower lows after the 103, the 105. And then we sort of had a new pattern develop. And then what happened was we had this top piece from the high back in September 2nd, and then the more recent high. So we had sort of this wedge. And today I noticed that we had gapped up, which was great. And I used this wedge sort of as an upper resistance. And you also may notice that we had talked about in the previous videos how, Apple gapping up when we knew that the Bollinger Band was sort of pointed downwards, and so was the 20-day moving average. Didn't really seem like that was actually it was sort of a false breakout at the 118. So we got that confirmed on Friday when we came down back to the 112. So we confirmed that this was a false breakout. But now you can see sort of how I've discussed in the past videos, right? You see how this channel now is starting to flatten out. And you see how this 20-day moving average, which is shown in this dotted line, you can actually see how it's actually curving and it's starting to flatten out in itself. And one of the things I mentioned was in order for Apple to sort of break out, is that what we wanted to do was see a sort of flattening and some of these indicators becoming positive. And that would be sort of, once we get as many as we can to line up, we know that it's a good time to buy. So you can start to see that that's starting to form. I still feel like there's down risk potential that we may potentially break this and come back down to the 109, 110 range. After today, I'm a little less confident about that. I could totally be wrong. And, obviously we try to forecast based on what we know. But you can see we never made much of a lower low here, and it seemed like because of this false breakout, and then we had the sell-off, which is the gravestone doji here, and then we had this upwards momentum, really just to rebound off what we did Friday. I still feel like there's some potential risk here to fill this in, and then as we get closer to the iPhone announcement, we should be able to sort of see what the stock's going to do. Closer to in a couple weeks, probably around the 14th or 15th of October, when the iPhone is expected to be announced. So with that said, guys, again, a lot of great trading opportunities in the stock. If you have any questions or comments, add them below. And like I said, it really helps with the channel when you do like this video. And if you have any other stocks that you'd like me to take a look at, feel free to add it below, and I'd love to take a look at it for you. And with that said, guys, best of luck trading, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care. Thank you.